Hi everyone, it's Jennifer Nicole from Art in the Garage, and today we are making love. That's right, it is June 12th, 2019. It is International Loving Day. So I thought for my 2353rd daily, I would do a love daily. After all, you can never have enough love. I am working on my iPad with the Procreate app and my finger. I don't use an iPad pen. I don't use any other stylus. It's just I've been drawing now on my arttrek for over 6 years. I started with an iPad 2. They didn't have stylus at the time. You were kind of limited to drawing with your finger, especially with the programs we were working with way back when dinosaurs still ruled the earth 6 years ago. So, you know, you go with the flow. And then the technology changed. And I tried to change with it. I did. It just didn't work out. So now I just draw with my finger. That's just the way I do it. You do it your way. I will do it my way. I am freehanding the word love. I am just drawing it quickly on my iPad. I'll fill in some little holes here and there just to make it even. Nothing fancy. You know, make it a little bit more like it was done with a calligraphy pen or at least a sharp marker. And of course, our signature hearts that I do on almost every piece. It's my tag. It's my way of saying that I created the piece. It's my symbol to my family that I love them. It's just like Carol Burnett when she pulled her ear. It's my thing. Just leave it alone. It's my thing. Once I'm done setting up my outline, I am going to be working on the background. And the background I've already decided is going to be a rainbow spectrum. This being June, of course, it is all about rainbows and love. I'm primarily going to be working with 4 brushes, 3 of which came in with the Procreate app. They'll be in the spray paint category. On my device, you'll see that I've listed them in favorite brushes. You want to look for the drip brush, you want to look for the splatter brush, and you want to look for the flicker brush. These are 3 brushes that came in with Procreate that I have never even really bothered to change the settings on. I think they're just phenomenal as is. The other brush that I love, but I had in no way, shape, or form creating, it's a brush called Ink Sprinkle that I downloaded off of the Procreate members only area. Procreate has a wonderful website where artists are allowed to share their brushes that they create, and you can buy brushes too. You can buy sets. This particular brush came in free with some comic book brushes that that this gentleman was selling. It's phenomenal. I love it. I'm very grateful for it. I do not know the name of the creator because it was so long ago, but my God, if you can look up Ink Sprinkle for Procreate, definitely download it. It's a wonderful brush. It just makes these really great little dots in large and small form. It's fabulous. Really, really nice job. Bravo, whoever created it. Okay, so moving right along, I like to work a lot with layers. I use many of them because my files are huge, and they are really huge because my images can be printed up to billboard size and sometimes are. I am limited by the program to roughly 20 to 30, depending on the size of the canvas that I've chosen, just because there's only so much space that the program can allow you. I drop down a lot. I work on a layer, and then once I decide that the layer is good, I keep it, and then I just drop it down. And to drop it down, you just sort of highlight it by clicking to the right, and then collapse it with your finger, your pointer finger, and your thumb, and you just drop it down real quick. I work with a lot of layers. Sometimes I'll be rocking 29 of them. I'm not gonna lie to you, I could be greedy with my layers. And then once I run out of layers, I'll just start collapsing them one by one. Really quick, really easy. You know, you gotta take the commitment. So I do it. I do, however, keep my name and my website separate. And they're always on 2 different layers. And then I group them and I put them at the top of the thing and I never really touch them. And the reason that I keep them separate is because when I post my dailies online, obviously I keep my website there. But when I keep them for my own files, because they need to go up to websites like Society6 or ImageKind, or a client is buying them, or my own print location, you want to buy my name, yeah, but you don't want to see my website over your couch for the rest of your life. So I take out my website, or I'll lower it down as much as possible for copyright images. But the truth is, keeping them on 2 separate levels is very easy to unhighlight one. So my recommendation for you, if you're ever going to post something online, never, ever, ever do it without posting your website or at least your watermark. For me, the artinthegarage.com is just as significant as my name, Jennifer Nicole. So that's what I choose to do. That is the best piece of advice I can give you. Because when my stuff gets stolen, and it does, because I put it on the internet like a big dodo like everybody else, sometimes those companies that are like mass producing, or at least want me to be part of their whatever program so that I can mass produce for them, they'll be dumb enough to put my website, because they think it's my name. They'll put it on the pillow or the cup or the print, and then they'll send me a copy back to them. I mean, it's horrible, but it's just the way the internet world works. Just always keep your website on there. Always. Plus, if anybody steals it and they see that your name's on there, somebody who's a fan of yours will let you know. That happens to a lot to me. I'm always on Pinterest. People let me know because my website's at the bottom there. Yep, Keep your website up there. Okay, moving on. Yeah, I mean, seriously, you'd be amazed how many people didn't know that. But moving on, I'm quitting nagging. Moving on to colors and hearts. Now you see that I'm building the red, and it kind of looks like the heart has been stabbed a few times. I know, I meant to do that on purpose. I'm more concerned with the shape of the red than I am with the color red itself. Eventually, I'm going to turn this red into a white so it looks better on the background of the purple. And the reason that it's red is just because I want to make sure where the color is going. I'm more concerned about the shape than I am with the color aspect of itself. But to turn that to red to white, you can do it 2 different ways. You can highlight white, drop it over, ink brush it right into the red, drop it down like a paint bucket, and poof, it'll turn white. Or you can go, you see to the left of the screen where it says gallery, and then there's a little wrench, and then there's this magic wand. Go down to the color balance. You go down there, you can change it from all different colors, or you can turn it from white to black, or many different shades of gray in between. I go down there, I change it to white, poof, I'm done. The end, it's over. When you only give yourself about 2 hours a day to draw a daily, if I'm lucky, I can get it done in 45 minutes like I did this one today. But sometimes, just sometimes, it takes more than that. You have to create shortcuts, as many shortcuts as I possibly can. It's not really cheating, it's just really my style. But if I can get away with brushes located in the same location, or just instead of, redoing it and making it white, if I could just highlight it and make it go away, if I can invert it, change it from red to green or from black to white, I will do it in a heartbeat and just walk away. There's nothing wrong with doing it quick and fast as long as you like it in the end. Okay, moving on, we're still splattering here. This splatter background looks like it only takes a couple minutes to do. It can actually take forever and a day to do, and you can be here all day making drips and little dots and whatever. Eventually, you just have to drop the mic and walk away. Sometimes I set a little timer, and when the timer goes off, I'm done with the background. I'll give myself 30 minutes to get a background done. Gotta get it done. I got other things to do today. Now I'm using that drippy mark that I told you about. I'm just moving them around, enlarging them, lowering them down, pulling the color from the background. adding the brush. The splatter at the top is fine, but sometimes it doesn't really work, like in this particular situation. So what I'll do is, in the smudge technique, I'll just smudge it up a little bit. Make it go away, you know? Blur it up just a little. Make it not so slap in the head, as I like to say. You know, I mean, my mother, who was an artist, used to say it like this. When drawing the nose, you want to know that it's a nose. You just don't want the nose to be the only part that they see. There's nothing wrong with having a big schnozola. It's just maybe that's not the way it was supposed to be drawn. The end. So I always keep that in mind when I'm drawing something. Drawing a nose is fine. You just don't want it to be the center of the piece. I don't know. This is the way my mother taught me to draw. She was kooky. What artist isn't kooky, though? So moving right along. Still splotching, still staring. Sometimes I like to just stare at my piece for a little bit. See where the colors are going. See if I like the colors. Notice I'm not moving around much. And then all of a sudden I'm just zoop in and out. I do that a lot. Artists of old used to take 12 steps back. When you work digitally, you have to take 12 steps back too. Sometimes you need to see what it looks like on the whole screen, and sometimes you have to zoom it out to where it's really small and you could see the whole piece. Never be afraid to just take a step back. And because it's digitally, you don't have to take an actual step back. You just have to zoom in the canvas. So what you do is just you grab the canvas with your pointer finger and your thumb, and you literally grab on and just tighten it in. Sometimes digital artists forget to do that. You always have to take a step back. Always. Here we go. See it? Changed it to white. Poof. Done. Then the white was a little bit too bold, so I just lightened up the layer a little bit. I'll add some more white that isn't so slap in the head with my ink sprinkle tool. Different layers. You can see I'm already on layer 16. Fun, fast, easy. I mean, look, it's art. When you draw every day, sometimes a daily just has to be done. Doesn't always have to be a masterpiece. Although this one came out cute. Okay, so now I'm deciding that the outline needs to be white. It looks hideous, so I change it back to black as fast as I freaking can. That's the best part about working digitally. I mean, if you gum it up, you can fix it real quick. Moving right along. Now I'm lowering layers down. Trying to see if I like things in a different location. Maybe I add some more drips. It's almost done. It's not 100%. There's still some parts that need a little bit more attention, only because they just don't look 100%. But then, hey, what do you know? Gets to the end, 45 minutes have gone past, and kapow! You are done with your Love Daily. That was fun, wasn't it? Check out more fun stuff on our website, www.artinthegarage.com. Also, feel free to follow us on any of our social media. We love hearing from you. Please direct message us any time of day. I'm Jennifer Nicole from Art in the Garage. I want to say thank you so much for watching this video. And remember, this is June. Enjoy those rainbows. See you next time.